Welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you taking your time out to watch the video, interacting with the video, and definitely sharing your thoughts in the comment section as well. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the matchup between the Guyana Amazon Warriors and the Antigua Falcons, right? The defending champions, Amazon Warriors, they are the defending champions, and they get their CPL campaign off today against the Antigua Falcons. So we're going to be looking at their squad, right? And also previewing the match between them and the Falcons. How the teams match up. Obviously the Falcons, they have already started their tournament, but I would definitely say Guyana. On paper, they have one of the strongest squads in the CPL this year. So gonna be examining the squads, and then also giving you my potential starting lineup for both teams. Right. So just stick around until the end of the video, while we discuss all of these things, right? And before I get into the details of it though, just do remember to take just a quick second to hit that like button. Whether you're watching from your phone or from your television, just take a quick second to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, if you are a fan of the CPL or West Indies cricket, this channel definitely provides you a lot of details, in regards to those things. So you'll definitely like it here. So just hit that subscribe button while you're at it also. Right. So like I mentioned earlier, getting into the details now, right? The Guyana Amazon Warriors, they are the defending champions, and they get their campaign off today against the St. Kitts and the Antigua Falcons, right? And they have a very strong squad, right? Very, very strong squad on paper. But the match isn't played on paper. They have to go out on the day and perform. And if the opening match was anything to go by, right? Seeing how the Antigua Falcons, perform and competed against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, who also have a strong squad on paper, that's just an indication that Guyana will have to bring their A game, their best game to triumph over this Antigua Falcons team, regardless of what the squads look like on paper, right? So the Guyana Amazon Warriors squad, their squad is as follows, right? So you have Imran Tahir, veteran right there, spin bowler, top quality, even though he's up there in age right now. Nevertheless, still able to perform at a high level. Then you have Shimron Hetmyer, right? Guyanese born, Hetty, one of Guyana's favorites. You have the youngster Saim Ayub, Shai Hope, who's currently in brilliant form. You saw what he did in the T20 series against South Africa recently. Then you have a Romario Shepherd, big hitter, also in decent form with the ball. And on his day, he can cause quite a bit of damage with the bat as well. Then you have a Raymond Reefer, Azam Khan, a good catch Moti, Moti being he recently climbed up to in the T20 rankings as far as international T20s are concerned. So Moti is in good form as well. Then you have Ramadullah Gurbaz, the Afghanistani, top quality batter. Saw what he did in the World Cup. Kimo Paul also, Dewey and Pretorius, Matthew Nandu, Kevin Sinclair. I'm not sure if Sinclair has recovered from his the injury that he sustained versus England in the Test series versus between West Indies and England, but he's in the squad, and let's see if he will be able to partake in the tournament. Maybe not at the beginning, but later on. Then you have the man, the myth, the wonder, Shamar Joseph. High energy, impact player, exciting young player. Everyone's talking about Shamar, and he'll be suiting up for Guyana again in this year's CPL, like he did last year. Kevlin Anderson, Juna Sinclair, and Ronaldo Alomahid, right? So that's the Amazon Warriors squad that will be taking part in this year's CPL. A lot of big names there. Like I said, Shimron Hetmyer, Shai Hope, Romario Shepherd, Shamar Joseph, Azam Khan, Gudakesh Moti, Kimo Paul. There's definitely a lot of quality in this team, right? So they will be definitely expecting to come out, and defend their title. right? But it won't be easy. You know, all the other teams, you know, are vying for the same title. They also have quality players. So in each match, the Guyana Amazon Warriors will definitely have to come out and play to the best of their ability to get them over the line, right? But you know, very strong squad, you know, being fielded by the Guyana Amazon Warriors, right? So, as it relates to now the Antigua Falcons, you know, they played their first game, and they unfortunately from their perspective, they lost the match, but it was a close encounter between them and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. You know, they ended up losing. The Patriots won by 1 wicket, literally after the last ball of the game, right? So they'll be coming in disappointed and hungry for a victory in this match versus Guyana, right? And they you know, having played a game, you know, they are, you can say they have gotten a feel of what their team is like or what they're capable of. I do think they will probably make a change, at least one change or maybe a few changes to their team for this match against Guyana, right? So the starting lineup that they went with um in the first match, you know, was, so you had a Fakar Zaman and so it was Fakar Zaman and hold on. So in the first match, it was Fakar Zaman opening, right? With Teddy Bishop. Then you had a Kofi James coming in at number 3. And that's where I think they will probably make a change, replacing Kofi James with another player. Right, Kofi James, he scored 22 off 24, but you know, in T20 cricket, that strike rate is definitely, I would say, not acceptable, and they can definitely be argued that that's what prevented them from getting even a bigger total, and because they do have a lot of big hitters in their team, the Antigua Falcons, right? So I do think they will probably replace a Kofi James in the lineup, right? But as far as the rest of the lineup goes, right? So you have a Sam Billings, a Joel Andrew who got a half century, a Fabian Allen, Imad Wazim, Chris Green, who's the captain, Roshan Primus, Shamar Springer, and Mohamed Amir. You know, I think those players will remain in the game, in the starting lineup for this match against Guyana, right? Shamar Springer definitely bowled well, taking 4 for 29, you know, in that match. So, and he has ability with the bat as well. You know, Amir also did well with the ball. You know, so they, even though the Falcons lost the match, you know, I'm sure they'll take positives from that match, you know, and will definitely be feeling good about themselves, you know, heading into this matchup versus Guyana. Guyana, on the other hand, this is their first match, like I mentioned earlier, and they have a lot of quality players. So it will definitely be interesting to see what lineup they go with to start, right? So, but if I had to pick a lineup, you know, for Guyana, I would say they would probably go with Shea Hope and Gerbaz as their openers, right? You know, Shea Hope, you know, he's been performing well in that opening slot for West Indies, right? So I think they'll go with him for in that opening slot, along with Gerbaz, who did well for Afghanistan as well in the recently concluded T20 World Cup. So I think those will be their openers. Then, you know, you definitely will have a Shimron Hetmyer in the lineup. You know, Azam Khan as well, I think, will be in the lineup. Shamar Joseph, Romario Shepherd, Gudakesh Moti, of course, will be in the lineup. And I think they will go with Aduian Pretorius, right? And Imran Tahir, you know, in their lineup as well, right? So the starting level for me, for Guyana, you know, would be Hope, Gerbaz, of course. Then you have Hetmyer, Sohil Tanvir, Azam Khan, Gudakesh Moti, Duin Pretorius, Shamar Joseph, right? And it'll be interesting. They might go with Ariman Rifa. No, Siam Ayob. I think they'll go with Ayob as well, and Raymond Rifa. Right? If Kevin Sinclair is fit, then Kevin Sinclair might get that spot over Ayob. But if he's not fit, then I'll go with Ayob, right? And Raymond Rifa. So that's the starting lineup that I would go with for Guyana. Um, as far as predicting a winner, I do think that it will be interesting. But I think Guyana, based on the form that the players are coming, the players on their team are coming into the match with, I think they definitely start as favorites for this one, and I think they should be able to pull this victory out over the Falcons, right? But with that being said, the Falcons, like I said, they even though they lost against St. Kitts, they'll definitely be feeling good about themselves, especially what they saw from Joel Andrew, and the Fuckers a man, Shamar Springer as well getting 4 wickets. So there are a few players in their team that will be coming in with confidence and can definitely are definitely able to pull a surprise on the Guyana Amazon Warriors. So wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons win, but I am expecting the Amazon Warriors to come out on top in this one as well. Definitely share your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the Guyana Amazon Warriors team, and who do you think will end up being victorious in this one? As always, thank you for tuning in. Do remember to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.